I've been leading the innovation project, which has been looking at the installation of bird flight diverters through remote capabilities such as drone and robot. Throughout this project, we've researched many different types of diverters and been looking for a method of installation that removes the need for human input. I've engaged quite heavily with FulcrumAir and Powerline Sentry. We like the look of their product and we'd like to consider using them in the future. So as part of the project, we've got them over to Scotland and they're hosting a demonstration where they'll be installing these diverters using their drone technology and also showing the removal of this.
At SSEN Transmission, we have thorough environmental processes in place. In the development stages of a project, studies are carried out to understand the baseline environmental data.
The particular case we've got here is looking at our impact on particularly wildlife and birds. We do a lot of bird studies before we can get consent to build the lines, and if the line goes through areas which is high risk, we need to be able to mitigate that. So we try and mitigate that by routing it appropriately, but where we can't, we do that by fitting things like bird flight diverters. So this piece of work we're doing here is really, really important.
The product was designed in collaboration with ornithologists, ophthalmologists, which are bird eye doctors essentially. The advantage of it is that regardless of which direction a bird might be approaching, from the top or the side or the bottom, they're always going to see the same shape and size and color, so they have time to avoid that area or that line.
To install the PLS bird flight diverter, we use a drone that we design and manufacture to lift up a robot via a sling. The robot gets flown to the top of transmission towers and the drone lands it directly onto the wires, and then the robot tracks independently down the wire and installs the bird flight diverters.
But the fact that we can bring in drones to do it when the line's live without impacting the safety of individuals is the big benefit here.
But from a technical side, I mean, it's the ease of installation and the fact that they can be removed. Currently, it's really difficult to do that on an earth wire because you can't put people out on earth wires. So for me, that's the really big selling point of this. We can install them and remove them and maintain them. That's massive.
Because we're working in more remote locations, having this drone technology is so much safer and more cost and time effective for us. So I think it's a brilliant innovation.